Yeah, hi. Today's topic is about angles made by a transversal. Okay. Now, first you should know what is transversal. For example, before this, I want to explain two things: parallel lines, intersecting lines. Okay, let's talk about first intersecting lines. Okay, now if I take any two lines, okay, now L and this is line L and it is line M. L and M line are intersecting at one point. Let's take it as P. Okay, now you can see a intersecting point and these two are intersecting, so these two are called intersecting lines. Okay, next, now are they intersecting? By watching this, some people says they are not intersecting, okay, but actually they are intersecting. How? This arrow mark indicates this line is extended on both the sides, even though I have drawn till here, okay, but this arrow mark indicates it is extended like this. Invisible line you can see which is extended. Okay, similarly this line is also extended. Okay, maybe they are not intersecting right now, but somewhere else they are intersecting, right? Yes. So even though the diagram is not looking like a intersecting, the diagram is not showing the intersecting point, but it is actually intersecting. If you extend both the sides, somewhere else they are intersecting. So these are called intersecting lines. Even though the diagram doesn't shows the intersecting point, but somewhere else they are intersecting. Okay, in imaginary diagram. Okay, imagine the diagram, somewhere else they are intersecting. How? If you extend both, why we should extend? Because the arrow mark indicates it is extended on both the sides. Okay, so they are intersecting lines. Now what are parallel lines? The lines which do not intersect are called parallel lines. Okay, now arrow mark indicates extending. Even if you extend, along complete nodes also, they won't intersect. Why means they are parallel lines. If somewhere else some cross line is there like this, some cross line if you have drawn, then these two are called intersecting lines. Okay, whereas L, M, some N, M, N are intersecting lines, or else L, N are intersecting lines, but L and M are parallel lines. Okay, understood? And how we can identify, or how can we represent parallel lines symbol means L is parallel to M. Okay, parallel in the sense, example for parallel lines means train tracks, window rods, etc. etc. Okay, now these are just introduction. Now what is transversal? What is transversal? Okay, 1, 2, these two are intersecting lines. Okay, somewhere else 3. Okay, if a line intersects 2 or more lines at distinct points, distinct in the sense different points, so P, Q, R. We need to represent line with the small letters. Okay, P, Q, R and some X. Now this P, Q, R intersecting lines. Don't think whether they are intersecting or not. These are just lines, 3 different lines, and one more line is there which is intersecting all the 3 at one distinct point. Distinct is nothing but different point. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So this X is called a transversal. Okay, when you can say a line is called a transversal, when if a line intersects 2 or more lines at distinct points, then that line is called as a transversal. Now if you want any definition, mathematical reference, now see here, example, a line which intersects 2 or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. Now this is a transversal. Which one? N is a transversal here, and PQ are all parallel lines, and here S is a transversal, because this S line is intersecting PQR lines at different points. If you observe the third one, yes, these two are intersecting lines, but the third one is intersecting at only one point. These are not called, they are not, no one is a transversal here. Okay, so let's discuss about this diagram later. Let us find out which one is a transversal here. N is a transversal, S is a transversal, there is no transversal line here. Okay, now this is a transversal. Now made by transversal. Now I am taking 2 lines. Okay, now it is a transversal. Okay, now angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going to exist when a transversal intersects 2 lines. Now I cannot say angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. There are some names. Okay, see, I have written 1, 2, 3 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 in an order. In some other diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, the order may be different. Okay, so you cannot name them by calling angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. So there are some different names for these angles. So first one is interior angles. What are interior angles? Simple, which are inside. Okay, simple, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are called interior angles. What are exterior angles? What are exterior angles? If I take 2 lines, exterior angles are 1, 2, 7, 8, which are outside, exterior angles. Third one is alternate interior angles. So if I name them, interior angles are nothing but, what are those? Interior angles. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. These 4 are interior angles. What are exterior angles? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. Okay, exterior angles. Alternate interior angles. Alternate is nothing but, no, angle 4 and angle 6, one pair. Angle 3 and angle 5, another pair. If you observe, if it is a transversal, they are on either side of a transversal. If one is here, the other one is left side. If one is left side, the other one is right side. Either side of a transversal they are going to be, and interior, there should be interior angles. Okay, so example for alternate interior angles are nothing but angle 4, angle 4, angle 6 are one pair, and other one is angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. Now who are alternate exterior angles? Now alternate exterior angles are nothing but, I'll just show you. Okay, they are same, they are on either side of a transversal. Here alternate exterior angles are angle 1 and angle 7. angle 2 and angle 8. So angle 1, angle 7, one pair, angle 2, angle 8 are other pair. Okay, these are alternate exterior angles, these are alternate interior angles. Okay, clear? Now fifth one is corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Corresponding angles are nothing but they are on the same side of a transversal and in each pair one is interior and other is an exterior angle. Okay, this is the definition for corresponding angle. Now let's see. Okay, now angle 1, the corresponding angle of angle 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, angle 4, angle 8. These are corresponding angles. If you observe, this is the definition, actually mathematical definition. They are on the same side of a transversal, and now if it is a transversal, they are on the same side. Okay, same side, same side, same side. The other one is, if one is interior, the other one is exterior. Interior, exterior, interior, exterior, interior, exterior. Okay, now I tell you one more point. Now if you observe this diagram, okay, imagine you cut here. Okay, you try to replace this bottom diagram on the top, or else top diagram on the bottom. So angles are going to be have a same place. Angle 1 place, angle 1 and angle 5 are going to coincide. Angle 4 and angle 8 are going to be coincide. 1 5, 4 8, 3 7, 2 6. These are corresponding angles. Mathematically, what is the definition? They are on the same side of a transversal, and if one is interior angle, the other one is exterior angle. What are interior angles? Which are inside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exterior angle 1, 2, 7, 8. Alternate interior angles, they are on the either side of a transversal. Both are interior. Definition itself, it is there. Alternate interior angles. Alternate is nothing but either side. Okay. Now example for this alternate interior angles is angle 4, angle 6, angle 3, angle 5. Similarly, alternate exterior angles, angle 1, angle 7, angle 2, angle 8. Both are exterior. Okay. Now what are corresponding angles? They are on the same side of a transversal. If one is interior, the other one is exterior. So these are types of angles made by a transversal. Thank you.